Welcome to Subramani. I'm back home. I was that green background which you saw was in my friend's studio, Shyam Sekar, who runs I Thought Wealth in Chennai, in his house in Kodaikanal. Right. So back again. So I've already done one post on Vinod Kambli's retirement at 23 and 28 from Test cricket and ODIs. Was it a good thing? Was it a bad thing? Should he have continued playing cricket? What was his capability? I don't want any cricket based stuff here, please. I don't want people to say, oh, Courtney Walsh bowled him out and bounced him out, etc., etc. That apart, you have to realize that 23 and 28 are not ages to retire, especially if you are not from a rich family. Vinod Kambli came from a very poor family, so all the money that he has is what he has created himself. That apart, at 23, if you realize that you can't play test cricket at that level, it is perfectly all right. You can go back and play Ranji Trophy, you can play Duleep Trophy, you can play domestic cricket, you can play Kanga League, you can look for a job based on your cricket, you can look for a coaching job, and you could have continued keeping yourself very fit and be available for ODIs till the age of 28. After the age of 28, around the time when he was perhaps 30, 32, when IPL was started, right? So he could have played in IPL. He may not have been the youngest player, but then Ajit Agarkar, etc. were not also very young when IPL started. Sachin played for 5 years. That was because of his fitness. Would Vinod Kambli have gotten? Yes, he would have gotten. Would he have stayed there beyond 4 or 5 years? I don't know. But in 5 years, even assuming he earned 2 crores a year, he would have earned 10 crores. That kind of money, just not enough Indians even dream of, right? How many people watching even this video are dreaming of a 10 crore net worth as of today? I'm not talking, if you're 22 years of age, you will definitely have 10 crores thanks to power of compounding. But I'm saying 10 crores would have been a good amount of money to think about. My argument is something very simple. If you realize that at 23 that you can't play cricket, then you better take to golf, or you play domestic cricket. Money is not too bad. You would have still made 4-5 lakhs a month playing all those kind of domestic cricket, which is not bad at all. 50 lakhs a year is not bad at all. Even 10 lakhs a year is not bad at all. But then you have to scale down all your ambitions. He also said that he stays in Bandra West, and he got an assignment to go to Nerul and do some coaching. I don't know how much he got paid for it, but if you are earning only 30,000 per month as a pension from BCCI, then your lifestyle also has to adjust, which means he should not have been staying in Bandra West. He should have shifted to Navi Mumbai, right? His children are young, they would have adapted. He could have stayed somewhere in Nerul and worked in D.Y. Patil. That is one possibility which he could have done. Do you need to do? Why am I doing this video? I'm saying I'm doing this video more to talk like a boomerang that retirement is good provided you have adequate money, that you don't have to come back and do the same thing. You retire at 50 and at 62 you find that you don't have enough money, then you have to look for a job. That's going to be far more difficult, right? So many people think that their job is boring, that they need to retire, etc. But please do a very hard analysis of whether you can afford to retire. Another thing that I want this video to talk about is to say, if you or your children are in sports or in movies or are in modeling industry, these three industries have very unpredictable life, right? You don't know how long you will last. Don't look at Anil Kapoor or Shah Rukh Khan and say, oh, these people have acted for 30 years. These are the exceptions. How many people, even somebody like a Kumar Gaurav, did a few movies and then just faded away, right? So you need, when you start your life as an actor, as a model, or as a sports person, and it could be chess, it could be cricket, it could be golf, anything, you need three people whom you can't avoid. One is a physical trainer, because physical fitness is very important. That person should either double up as your dietitian, or you should have a physical fitness trainer, a dietitian, a mental health trainer, and a financial planner. None of these trainers will come cheap, right? It's an investment that you have to make, because all these things take a huge toll on your health. You might end up eating wrong food, you might end up doing wrong exercise, wrong posture, get an injury, right? You can't afford to take risk. Do you expect your association like BCCI to come in? Yes, they will come in only after you have reached the top 10 or at least top 30, right? Till then you will not get any inputs, and you need these inputs pretty young. You need these inputs maybe when you're 13, 12, 13, when you think you are good enough to play for the country. Whichever sport, I mean, some sport you would be entry level could be much younger. In chess it could be even younger. You would be doing a lot of competitive work. You could be playing in under 13, under 15, under 18 or under 19, under 21 cricket. So in fact under 21 there is even a World Cup, so that it's a very serious level at which you are playing. So whichever stage you decide that you want to make it your profession, you need these professionals, somebody who will tell you how much money you have, what you can do with it. So the advantage is, when you're young, if you're 12 years of age and you get a good financial advisor, you would have got used to listening to him or her, and at 25 when that person says, it is assumed that you'll have some reasonable respect for that person and you will listen. So whether it is financial fitness or health fitness, mental fitness, it's very important. We don't even recognize that. Now let us accept what happened to Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar got physical injuries. Okay, he had a tennis elbow, he had a lot of problems, and the BCCI and the whole world could see it. So it got addressed. So he maybe went to London, he went to South Africa. I've not done too much research, I don't remember, but I remember he went abroad for some treatment. I know he got the best doctors attending him. He was not sure whether his career would be cut at a much earlier stage, right? So all those things happen. It happens to the best of players. If it can happen to Sachin, it can happen to anybody else. But Sachin's physical injuries were visible. I don't think Vinod Kambly's mental illness was visible. That is another thing that I want to talk about, that everybody at that level needs counseling. I'm not even saying Vinod Kambly had some mental problems, but he needed counseling. The 23-year-old kid should have been told, go back, play cricket, play on bouncy wickets. Look at what Mohinder Amarnath did, right? You keep banging on the selector's head with fantastic performances in domestic cricket, and you come back into the team. You go and get a bowling machine, and I'm sure BCCI would have provided for it, and see how to play the bouncing ball. You need to do it if you want to be a professional at that level, right? You look at past history. Anshuman Gaikwad, Nari Contractor got hit by a ball and then he didn't play again, but then all other players would have had to do something, right? You are not a prince, you're not Mansoor Ali Khan Pataudi that you could say, oh, I don't want to play cricket, I'll just go back to being a prince. All others have to earn money to retire unless you inherit a huge sum. And Vinod Kambly, to the best of my knowledge, inherited nothing. So the ability to spend, the ability to earn, the ability to keep your mental fitness and come down a little bit. Don't say I'll play a test cricket or nothing else. If he had kept himself fit, I'm sure he could have played a few years of IPL. He could have played something else. He could have gone abroad. Maybe he would have played in the English county. He could have there faced more rising balls. He could have done something like that. You have to create your retirement corpus before you retire. And retirement is, I've used that line in my book, that retirement is not an age, it's a sum of money. For some people who already have 10 crores, maybe they could retire. Somebody who has 55 lakhs, maybe retirement is a long way off. It's got nothing to do with what age they are at. If you don't have enough money to retire, maybe after you holding a very big job, you may hold on to a smaller job. Maybe you are earning 50-60 lakhs a year at retirement. You may take up a job which pays you 5-6 lakhs, so that at least you don't have to touch the corpus for a few more years. So retirement is difficult. Please consult a professional. If you are going to be a professional player, please consult a psychiatrist, maybe a sports psychiatrist. I don't know. I'm not competent to even tell you what psychiatrist, but I can at least tell you that you must consult a psychiatrist. I can't understand how your mother or wife or sister can solve that problem for you. Consult a good physical trainer, financial trainer, mental trainer, all that to be a success. These are not luxuries for a professional sportsman or a professional actor. Can you imagine how much stress today the people in the movie industry must be going through? Somebody makes a movie with a lot of difficulty, and then they're, on social media, they're hammered saying they're good, they're bad, you're this side or that side. How much of stress would you go through? Your life is at stake. I mean, luckily for Kareena Kapoor Khan, the movie I'm sorry, but Lal Singh Chadha movie is coming at the end of her career. But if it was a new actor, she would have been devastated by what is happening, right? The movie is good, bad, I don't know, I will not be watching it. But look at what can happen, how much mental stress you can go through. You need help. Nobody will ever tell you. If I go and tell somebody you need psychiatric help, he's going to say, you think I'm mad? The way we react to any offer like this also is terrible. So I can't say, please go for counseling. But I do think a lot of us need counseling. I know one rich guy who has had the impact. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala's death had an impact. He called me and said, you're right, I'm shutting down all my business activities, I'm going to look after my health. What's his age? 57. Is he rich enough to retire? At least he is rich enough to retire 5 times over. So money is not a problem, but priorities have to change. So getting psychiatric help, getting physically, getting a good trainer, getting a good dietitian and listening to them is very important, whether you're Vinod Kambli or anybody else. Thank you.